18 May 22. And I'm here to talk to you about WWIII Roundup. It's the things going on right now in the world today. We've got some crazy stuff happening. For those of you that don't know, it just so happens that Russia has just shot at Israeli warplanes. Israeli fighters were in Syria trying to take out some Iranian proxy militia group targets, and the Iranians the Russians fired on the Israeli aircraft the first time ever with their S-300 missiles. Now, their S-300 missiles are very advanced anti-aircraft missile, but it was no match for the Israeli F-16s. However, the Israelis fortunately did outrun those missile attacks, fortunately for them. If it had been S-400 missiles shot at the Israelis, it might have been a different story. But it was not, fortunate for the Israelis. So what does this mean? This is a new wrinkle, a new dimension where Russia's firing at Israeli warplanes. And this comes on the heel of Putin. Actually, Putin profusely apologizing, supposedly, to the Israelis for having insinuated that Mr. Adolf, the Hitler is an Nostradamus, what they call him, guy, of World War II fame, actually had roots that were Semite. I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying because this platform is so judgmental, but you know what I mean. And that was to insinuate that a Jewish president of Ukraine could be Nazi, I suppose. But anyway, I'm using those words again. I should say the nation that rhymes with neck pain. But in any event, whatever the case is, they have fired on Israeli jets. Now, as you know, Iran and Russia are partners. Some of you may have heard some of my reports on my Galactic Greg's channel about how Russia is looking to pull out of the space station program. Russia was made a partner on the space station program contingent on a deal that they wouldn't build nuclear reactors in Iran, which they went right forth and did anyway. So while, we actually paid the Russians for all the modules they put on the space station, by the way. We paid them to do that. So that's a funny sort of a thing. But in any event, so let's get back to talking about what's going on right now. You might be aware I did a report a couple days ago about Islander-7 missiles going to Finland's border. I didn't see anything for up to almost 2 days on the media and other sources. Made me start to question my source, and it came out in the New York Post. Indeed, it showed pictures of these things supposedly on the way there. And so it's reported the Islander-7 missiles again. So what's happening? Putin's putting out mixed messages. And so it makes it hard to read what Russia is going to do, what the real intent is. If they say they're not going to do something like invade Ukraine, that's exactly what they do. If they say they're going to do something, maybe they won't. We hope they won't, because they're threatening nuclear apocalypse quite often. So we don't know what they're going to do. That's the thing. And Putin has always had one of his trademarks being unpredictability. Having people to second guess him and not know what his real moves are going to be. He's done that all along. And he seems to still be playing a game and playing it quite well, along with his other people from the Kremlin. So what's happened is Putin actually came out, the day after Finland and Sweden actually applied for NATO status. He goes, it don't matter. I don't care. It don't make any difference. As long as they don't put nuclear weapons in Finland and Sweden, it's okay. But they were still moved in those Islander-7 missiles. So he says one thing and he does another. Don't listen to what he says. Listen to the body language. If they tell you they're not going to invade, and they put 100,000 or more troops on the border, and they just keep piling them up and start bringing medical supplies. Yeah, listen to look at the body language. Don't pay attention to the word language. But a lot of people pay all kind of attention to word language, and it's really meaningless. So, guys, we got to do some praying. You got to get right with your Maker. So this is part of my Head on the Swivel, Eyes Wide Open, Head on the Swivel news series. So please subscribe to my channel, bang the notification bell, and click all if you're not already done so. And considering everything going on right now, guys, with food prices, I need to do some videos on food prices. But with everything going on right now, you really, really ought to be growing your garden. Check my links, not on this video yet, to True Leaf Market. I hadn't posted a lot of my live ones, but you can go to prepwithgreg.com Yeah, True Leaf Market gets you the seeds, the heirloom seeds. We go to trueleaf.com and you can get a special $150 off a 3-month supply of food that lasts you 25 years. Check that out, guys. You really need to look at that because we just don't know what's going to happen if we have a war, if it goes ballistic with Russia, between the United States and Russia, Russia and NATO. There's a lot of consternation about Poland potentially getting involved. Poland is really concerned about Russia invading them. Poland is really quite involved with Ukraine because of that, and that's also got Russia mad at Poland. And so Russia and Poland may be at loggerheads. Russia is mad at England because the UK, because UK told Finland and Sweden that if Russia did anything to them, they would back them up even if they hadn't joined NATO. But they're a NATO nation, so is Poland. So if they get into it with Russia, we're still perhaps Article 5 bound to back them up. So yeah, there's a lot of ways we can slide into this. There's a lot of ways that this could turn ugly, with Putin also talking about, well, there are a lot of people are talking, not just Putin, a lot of people are talking about different scenarios where they might do a tactical nuke, be it a test, a warning shot, or an actual use, and how that could escalate into other things. Or just when you have all these forces in close proximity. You know, by the way, it looks like the Ukrainians have moved some of the Russian troops back toward the border of Russia. So there is a lot going on there. But don't, I wouldn't be, counting the Ukrainian victory anytime soon, because even though Russia's taking a pounding, they still have a deeper well to draw from than Ukraine does. So even though we're also financing Ukraine, which is a whole nother topic, like I said, I don't even know why we're NATO, but that is what it is. Oh yeah, by the way, behind me is a UH-60 Black Hawk. This is the Black Hawk helicopter. I've worked on these some myself. You can see there's the sign. That's the Black Hawk helicopter. And I don't know, somewhere around here we used to have a Hindi helicopter from the Russian. I don't know where that thing is these days. I saw it flying one time. When I saw that thing in the sky, I thought, I think I'd just bend down and pray the Lord if I saw that thing in the battlefield. I was like, yikes. Yeah, those things are very frightening looking. And if you were on the receiving end of that, you probably wouldn't be too happy either. Now this is a utility version, U-860. That means utility. And A-860 is an attack version. That you don't want to see. If you were on the other side, that is. If you're on our side, you're happy these things are flying over your head because they got your back. Like I showed you the other night, the Cobra and the Apache. Right now the Apache is our main attack helicopter. We got the Kaya Warrior. We got others. So anyway, enough said of all that, guys. Oh yeah, China is testing out in the desert right now missile firings upon mock-ups of the naval base at Taiwan. They just totally surrounded Taiwan a few days ago with naval forces, and of course they flew their aircraft. They are threatening Japan to not get involved because Japan had actually come out. Well, that's not an official. The former Prime Minister of Japan, Abe, come out and said that if China were to attack Taiwan, that the United States and Japan would have to respond, something to that order. Now, he's no longer an official of the government of Japan, but that was enough to set China off into a tirade about it. But who is China telling Japan not to get involved? You stay out of America's business. Don't cooperate with America. But at the same time, China is trying to take islands that belong to China, the Senkaku Islands. So that belong to Japan, excuse me. And so those islands are hotly in dispute. And if China were to take Taiwan, they would have a heck of a launch base to attack Japan and Guam from, and it would give them a real dominance there in that area. So Taiwan is absolutely an essential military link. It's essential for the fact that it controls trade routes, on the biggest trade routes in the world, and Taiwan makes the computer chips, guys. And we've got a long-standing relationship with Taiwan, unlike Ukraine. We need to be concentrated on what's going on with China, in my humble opinion. And I think this whole Ukraine thing has distracted us a lot from where we need to focus. That's just my humble opinion, but it is what it is. All that said, China credit knife men turning up, dropping. Prophecy says they're done. Old ancient legends. Interesting there, Pierce. All right, guys, I'm going to read your chat notes here real quick. But it's just, look, China and Taiwan is a hotspot. It's still an active hotspot. Some people suggested that after the Russian tough time in Ukraine that China would not want to hit Taiwan, but apparently they've not let up on it. And it may be due to political pressure that Xi Jinping is under a lot of pressure in China. Maybe he needs something to secure his his third term as president, excuse me, which I believe is 5 years terms. He's looking for another term in office, and he's under a lot of pressure right now because the lockdowns in China are not popular at all. The lockdowns have wrecked the Chinese economy. They wrecked the global supply chain. They're part of what's causing a lot of our costs to go up in the world of manufacturing and just everything. I mean, ball bearings are used they're little components that they make are used in our machines around the world. And if you can't get them, factories break down, guys. So we're all in a world of hurt because of these kind of things. That's going back to globalism. The best way to fight globalism is with localism. Spend your money locally. Let's quit buying junk from overseas or anything that matters, at least. You're going to buy a plastic fork from China, but you're still enriching the People's Liberation Army, unfortunately. So, you know, I think we need to quit trading like that. My dad, before he went to World War II, when he was a kid in high school, kids were collecting scrap metal and selling it, making money off of it. And the science teacher at the school my dad went to got the boys aside and said, "Boys, y'all need to quit selling the scrap money. Y'all need to quit collecting and selling. So one of these days, the Japanese are going to shoot it right back at you." And indeed, they did. And my daddy thought about that many times afterwards. So that's exactly what happened. That science teacher knew what was coming, and he tried to warn those boys. So that's kind of where we're at today. You know, we got to be careful when we trade with the enemy or somebody that could be an enemy. All right, so you got 118 in the room and only 68 thumbs up. Okay, guys, help me with the Al Gore has no rhythms, and I'll appreciate that. So let's see what everybody's having to say. Yeah, I want to do a video for my Galactic Greg's channel. Second time I went over the test stand. Last time I went over there, they closed it down. This time I got in there, and they ran me off because they found out that 7 o'clock supposedly closed down time. So I got a video I want to do over there, so it's going to be about a week late when I wanted to do it. Anyway, so let's see what everybody's having to say in here real quick, and I'm going to have to go. Local Grow guy says, he 6 hey. Okay, I guess it's hey, really. All right, Becca Loves Jesus says, Heal Greg, I'm thinking you mean hey, right? Rancho Ray says, good evening to you. Pierce Fernal, hey. And Ray Pinkerton, hi. Still Roz, hi to you. And let's see, Annie Luhu, how you doing? Greetings to you. Yeah, Israel, you're right there, Pierce. I'm getting notifications of other videos from other channels. Hey, Kevin Smurth, how you doing? City Man, good evening, my friend. Well, City Man, I hope you're getting out of the city. That's not a good place to be when it all goes down. All right, Katie, new days always. Hi there, Rocket Man in chat room. Robert Halliday, hello. Susan Beeman, hey, Greg, greetings from the Ozarks. Well, greetings to you in the Ozarks. Robert Halliday, of course we did. Space Girl, hello. And again, blessings, saints. And then Eugene Andrews, good evening, everyone. Hey, Greg, greetings from Minnesota. Hey, Brian, how you doing, bud? And then Granny, how you doing? E4B inbound, Willow, Alaska today, about 1,100 hours. Don. Yeah, Willow was slated to be the capital of Alaska at one time. E4B. Okay, what's the E4B? Inbound. My daughter just left Alaska. Greetings. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Kenny Carter. Hey, Greg, I'm with you live. Halo. Good to see you, safe friend. Swivel heads. All right. Love your way. Thank you, Rancho. Greg, I need wigglers. Hopefully, I'll be selling them soon. Just keep an eye out. I'll let everybody know when I start selling them again. I got some more beds I got to get filled up first. I just went and got the another load of horse manure help get that moving. Which side of the Mississippi River? We are north. Yeah, Brian's up in Minnesota. I think, right, Brian? Aren't you in Minnesota? Let's see, latitude 47. Okay. Have red wigglers to spare. Well, good for you. Oh, they do breed. They do breed. Hey, North Shore, how you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, Tracy's 45 likes. Thank you. We're up to 90 now, but we got 121 in the room. I appreciate some more help there. Oh, thank you for sharing my links there, Katie. Thank you very much. I just get, when I'm out here doing these live like this, and standing up, I just can't get around to all that. All right, Don, that's kind of worrisome there. Jeremiah, how you doing? My history teacher told me that China and Taiwan would fire off WWIII. Well, that's a good chance, a really good chance. Katie Leza, hey, I'm late. Soybean baby for him. Oh my gosh, soybean, yuck. Yes, that's our shortages, guys, the food and everything. We've been talking about this. We've been warning about it. A lot of people aren't believing it. Seeds will be the new money. You're right, Jeremiah. That's why you need to go to True Leaf Market and get what you can while you can. Seeds will be the new money. Trade barter. Amen, Pierce. Mike Johnson, GG plus family. There you go. Over cabin. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the E4. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's the electronic plane. That's right. I had to think a bit. Well, okay. Kevin, thumbs up. So you can please love your way. Thank you, Kenny Crowder. Yeah, we need all the thumbs up we can get, guys, because this channel don't really help me out these days, this platform. We used to scrap as a kid and put 2 bricks in the bottom of the bag. Uh-oh, 2 bricks for more bucks. Uh-oh, Walt. Over 1 million shipping containers, also freight cars. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff backed up. Hey, Greg, thanks for being here. Well, thank you. An awesome mermaid, too. How you doing? Underground, says Pierce. Blind Barber, 84. Also, keep an eye on Israel and Iran. Yeah, that's where I started out talking about, really. Oh, yeah, I meant to mention, I left that out, didn't I? They really believe that Israel's practicing for a strike directly on Iran right now. They really think Israel is practicing right now to strike Iran. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. I meant to say that, and I started talking about the Russians firing on the Israeli planes. I totally forgot to mention that big part. That is the big part. Doomsday Night Watch. Oh wow, Don. Doomsday Night Watch. 747 200 E4B. Now here's my checking number. Says Arnold, good to see you. Halo, says Al Witt, good to see you. All right, Greg. Hey, Greg. Brother from another mother. You got it. Jana Adams. Britain will die after 6 months. Well, if all that happens, let's hope it don't. Goat milk, Granny, is the best substitute. There you go. That's right, new days. Goat milk is really close. Yep, north of E4. Yeah, that's our drone. That's one of the ones that Lee Wilbarger monitors a lot. Metal for breakfast is my brother. Yeah, let's have some metal for breakfast. Heather Bryant, sorry guys, I'm renouncing my American ship and turning Amish. I believe it's the only way we will survive the apocalyptic future. The Amish might do well until some people come to take their food from them and they don't have any means of defending themselves. They know how to produce it and how to grow it and how to live that way, but how are they going to defend themselves? Sitting here sipping spruce tip tea. That sounds good. Yeah, she's going to send some jelly from those. That's good jelly, guys. Spruce tip. Who would have thought that? I had no idea. All right, Bluefield, West Virginia. Good to see you, Troy. He's plunking regular formula. His mom is breastfeeding, but the big boy is nursing her dry. Oh, I can see that these days. Let's see, things got to get messy. They might. It's not looking good right now. ISS WWIII, Israel will be hit by Egypt, Iran, Germany, and Turkey. Bankers, all biblical prophecy rituals. Jeremiah, you might be on something. ISIS WWIII. Israel will be hit by Egypt, Iran. Yeah, I don't be surprised. Turkey's not been our friend. We don't really know where Turkey's going right now. You know, Turkey plays both sides of the fence. You know, he knows what they're up to. Wall by Pink Floyd. There you go. We don't need no re-education. We don't need no thought control. Klaus Schwab, just leave those kids alone. All in all, it's just another trick in the wall. Rice cereal, there you go. We really turned over, how you like that for ad lib? Yeah, we did turn over carrier grip to NATO. We did. Went to the bus to a helicopter. Yeah, I wish I had one of them. No, I don't know. Those things are expensive to maintain. Really expensive. I'm staying with my son and medical problems. I don't know, Granny. All right, everybody, let's pray for Granny's sons. We'll try to do a live session tonight. I'm trying to get my computer reset up. I got it in the back of my van Cherry over here. Just got the main computer worked on. I'm having trouble with my laptop now. Wow, I caught a live one for once. There you go, Adam. How you doing? Bama girl. Hello, GG. Nice to see you again. We're good to see you. John and Grace. Greg, you're having a glorious beer. Well, thank you. Sisu. What is that, Brian? Love y'all. Have to take my pup out. Okay, Jeremiah. Make sure you take care of that pup. Carnation milk, baby vitamin drops. That might work. Hey, Granny, no food for a newborn, only mother's milk. Well, mother's milk is the best when it can be provided. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Greg, God bless all. That's right, Greg, another brick in the wall. There we go. I said another trick in the wall, didn't I? Just another trick in the wall. Schwab, leave these kids alone. All right, I really feel bad for the babies. Yeah, it's terrible. It is. It's really bad. It's really bad. They don't care. You know, they really don't care. That is the truth, guys. They really don't care. Gladys O'Kravitz. Gladys O'Kravitz. Hey, y'all. All right. Kravitz, right out of TV. I'm studying for my technician amateur radio license. Do you think it would be worth having? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this video around. Yeah, let's see where I'm at here. This is part of the Army base here at Redstone Arsenal. There's a UH-47, UH-60, Black Hawk. Got a lot of, you know, look like chicken houses, a lot of these old Army buildings do. The older ones especially. Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft Project Office. Vara. Yeah, I've flown on one of those. I flew from Fort Greely to, I guess, Fort Elmendorf, maybe Fort Richardson on one of those once. And back when I was doing the Alaska Post Soldier of the Year contest. Made Fort Greely Post Soldier of the Year back in 1981. They flew me down there. All right, guys. I can't drive and use this phone here on base, so we're going to end it right here in a minute. Evaporated milk. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of thickness and sweetness to it, so maybe the babies will take that. Formula is a newish thing. It is. Breast milk, that's the best. That is the best. Amen. But goat's milk is pretty close. Gladys Q. Kravitz says, the people made their own back in the day. Yep, blackstrap molasses is 100% better for you than corn syrup. Absolutely on that. Corn syrup is no good for you guys. All this corn crap. Lady Casca. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize it was live. Yeah, we're live. We're live, Lady Mas. We all live being fed mashed potatoes under a month. There you go. Alrighty, guys, we're going to go now. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got 124 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone, for giving me a thumbs up. That helps. Nothing's better than brothers. That's mothers. That is right. It doesn't do. A burnt frozen pizza ain't so bad. Oh my gosh. Hope you didn't burn it too bad. Just don't. Oh, watch. Thank y'all, everyone. Y'all take care. Have an awesome night. Bye.